Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a ceramic advertising ashtray that I purchased on my recent vacation to Galveston, Texas. This ashtray advertises Murdoch's Pier on Galveston Island, a place that I and my wife and family have visited on many occasions. I was looking all week for ashtrays, and I was just about to believe that people did not produce them to sell as these sort of items anymore. You can see here that this one is marked on the back with a couple of stickers. Not dishwasher safe, not microwave safe, made in China. Also, cost me $6.99 plus tax. Then I'm not sure what those other markings are. Real time 8/12. It could be, I don't know, they could have had it since August of 2012. It could have been August 12th of this past year. Turned out they had a couple of different styles. The other one did not advertise Murdoch's Pier, which is the place that I actually purchased it at. The other one advertised, well, maybe it just said Galveston Island on it and had some pelicans and other sea-type creatures, maybe a fish. There are photos embellishing this ashtray. I noticed here a while ago that it said family owned since 1910. And I do remember seeing a picture. I don't remember. It was in one of the restaurants we ate at. We were down there for, well, basically during the week from, well, no, I guess about 6 days. Got down there on Sunday, late Sunday night. No, that's wrong. We got down there late Monday afternoon, and we left early Saturday. So we were down there for about 5 days and ate at different restaurants each night. And one of those restaurants had a picture on the wall, which I was going to look this over and see if there might be a similar picture. Not really. These all look a lot newer. But there was a picture on the wall of this restaurant that purported to be from 1911. And it said Murdoch's Bathhouse. There you've got some kind of tire advertisement out here on the pier. Murdoch's is basically two piers that extend out into the ocean and then connect to each other out over the ocean as well. There may be food, beer, that kind of stuff, but it's basically a gift shop. Apparently used to be a bathhouse. I don't know exactly what that means, if that's just where people went and swam, or if bathhouse had some other sort of importance at that particular time. $7 seems like a reasonable price to me for this sort of ashtray, even though it does have advertising for the company that sold it to me. So take that for what it's worth. But this is a place that Galveston Island that I have visited with my wife and son and daughter, and of course hope to be able to take my grandkids to at some point in time. I've always had a lot of fun down there. We spent time on a place called Bolivar Peninsula. We have spent time in a house on the seawall that my in-laws had rented one summer. And this past time, it was just the two of us, and we were staying in hotels, a couple of different ones. You may have seen some of the videos that I posted from that trip. We had a good time. And as I said, I was looking for ashtrays and lighters the whole time. You think about ashtrays and lighters as souvenir type items. And all week I didn't see a single lighter with Galveston, Texas or anything at all. I did see in one gas station some cheap Asian made flip top Zippo knockoff type lighters that had adhesive type embellishments on the front of them of deceased celebrities like Marilyn Monroe, maybe Johnny Cash, those kind of things. Cheap lighters. I would have been interested to have found any kind of souvenir lighter and to have made a video for that, just like I was happy to find this advertising or souvenir ashtray. But did not find any lighters, not even a disposable plastic Bic or clipper or anything like that that might have had advertising or promotion for Galveston or any of those businesses down on the Strand. If you haven't been to Galveston, it's a really cool place. I have not spent that much time at the ocean. I spent a little bit of time a few years back when I went and visited my buddy Shane up in the Pacific Northwest. So that is some exposure that I had to the ocean there. It's a little bit different in Galveston because you're basically seeing 180 degrees. So both sides and all out in front of you, it's just water for as far as the eye can see. There were a lot of boats out there, and I may include some of that footage here in the video. But there were a lot of boats staged out there because during that particular period of time, you can always see boats staged out there, but that was during the time that the longshoreman strike was going on, or I may be using the wrong word there. I'm not sure if that was longshoremen or whatever, the dock workers, and I think it was on the East Coast and then the Gulf. That was happening during that week that we were down there in Galveston, and man, those first few nights, you could really see those boats just lighting it up out there, especially at night when you would expect to look out there and just see darkness. It almost looked like there was a town across the way. There were so many lights out there shining. So this is a ashtray that will most likely just find its way into my personal collection. Hopefully at some point one of my kids decides they want it, my grandkids, somebody who has been to Murdoch's Pier with me perhaps. But I was very happy to find it and glad to see that folks are still producing and selling souvenir and advertising ashtrays like this. I just wish that we could have found a lighter or two to go along with it. Until next time.